But I think it's important to get the news out there that, all right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk to you about a company called Marathon Digital Holdings, stock ticker MARA. Marathon is a Bitcoin miner. As most of you probably know, we cover Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners quite a bit on this channel. So if that's content that you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also, if you enjoy this video, please do us a favor and smash the like button, and feel free to drop a comment below with any thoughts or questions. So I want to talk about Marathon today because they did something on Friday and it kind of went unnoticed as far as I can tell. So I just wanted to get this information out there. So we'll take a quick look at how Marathon's doing today, and then I want to show you what they did, and we'll talk about it. It's the middle of the trading day here on Monday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Marathon's trading at $26.47. It's down 1.7% on the day. It's fluctuated a little bit, but it's hung out around zero today, down a little bit. It's currently at a $2.698 billion market cap. That is low on the average for where they've been over the last year. And obviously $26 is a low stock price for them. They were $80 just 3 months ago. So this stock has been beaten down, as have most of the Bitcoin miners. This stock got beat down a little worse because it actually ran up more than any of the other Bitcoin miners in November. In November, as Bitcoin reached its all-time high, Marathon took out its previous all-time high of like 57 and ran up to about $80. So that was a dramatic run up, way past what most of the other miners did. So as a result, it's been hit harder on the way down. So that's where the stock is at. Let's talk about what they did. Marathon filed with the SEC a Form S-3, which is a shelf offering, and it was in the amount of $750 million. So that is a big shelf offering, and for some reason, there's really not a whisper about it at this moment. So I assume eventually this will hit the news cycle. I'm not sure why it's not out there right now. I did search and find Seeking Alpha actually did a very small article about it, and that's the only thing in the news I can find. Marathon did not do a press release on this, and it is not mentioned on their website. So typically I start at Yahoo Finance to take a look at things because they aggregate all the articles and news from everybody on a stock-by-stock basis. So, as I looked down here, there's no mention of this at all. So for whatever reason, they have not done a press release on this yet, so I wanted to get the information out there. It is a significant, for a $2.7 billion company, $750 million shelf offering is a pretty big deal. Let's go take a look. This is their investor relations page. So this is where I really thought I would bump into this. Latest news, February 8th. And this document was filed on February 11th. So I'm not sure why they haven't gotten around to a press release on this. I've got to imagine they'll be doing that shortly. But this was Friday. This was filed Friday, and it's now Monday, in the middle of the trading day. So we'll see what happens. Maybe by the end of the day, there'll be something on here. So if I go on the Marathon Digital Holdings website and search all SEC filings, this is where I bump into this. So on 2/11/22, they filed an S3 ASR, which is an automatic shelf registration. So it's an S3, and it's in the amount of $750 million. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so as filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission on February 11th, 2022. So that was Friday. Form S3, Marathon Digital Holding. And I'm just going to scroll down, and you'll see the total is $750 million. So right here it says, if any of the securities being registered on this form are to be offered on a delayed or continuous basis, pursuant to Rule 415, check the following box. So they've checked that box. So this is a shelf offering. There are being registered here under such indeterminate number of shares of common stock, preferred stock, such indeterminate number of warrants to purchase common stock or preferred stock, and such indeterminate number of units consisting of any combination of the securities registered hereunder, as shall have an aggregate initial offering price not to exceed $750 million. So basically that is saying they can sell common stock, preferred stock, warrants, anything they want, but the total of what they sell cannot exceed $750 million of proceeds. Then attached to that, you'll see a prospectus dated February 11th, 2022, Marathon Digital Holdings, common stock, preferred stock, warrants, and units. So here they're saying it's the $750 million. So the prospectus goes on into greater detail as to what's happening in the Form S-3. And I really just want to look at one thing in here. Okay, so let's look at two things. We'll start out with description of common stock. General. We are authorized to issue 200 million shares of common stock at 0.0001 par value per share. As of February 9th, 2022, we have 102.9 million shares of common stock issued and outstanding. So they have almost 100 million shares left. So even at their current share price, they're not going to use anywhere near that to fulfill this shelf offering. So if they were to issue all of these today at their current share price, it would be about 28 million shares. And of course, they are not going to do that because their stock price is currently at a very low number versus where it's been over the last 6 to 12 months. So that's why companies use a shelf offering, which allows them to sell their stock from time to time at a time of their choosing. You know, they can do this a little bit at a time as to not significantly dilute their shareholders, because 28 million shares on 102 million outstanding shares would be a significant dilution. I imagine they're going to be able to get it done for a lot less than that. Unless otherwise indicated in a prospectus supplement, we intend to use a substantial portion of the net proceeds to purchase additional Bitcoin mining servers. The remaining proceeds will be used for general corporate purposes. So as you may or may not be aware, they have purchase ordered 23.3 exahash in total worth of Bitcoin miners. They've bought a lot of those. A lot of those are up and running. I think in total it's going to be 199,000 machines. So they're not done paying for all those machines. I think everybody knew something like this was coming, but I do think it's important to know that here it is. This is going to be the $750 million that probably allows them to build out. They do have about 100,000 machines on site right now, but that leaves 100,000 remaining. I'm sure they put some type of deposit down on those, and there's some amount remaining. So the proceeds of this is going to go towards building up towards that 23.3 exahash that they're hoping to get mid-2023. So if I go to the chart and look at the daily chart, you'll see that this was filed on Friday, so I'm not sure that the market was even aware of it on Friday. All the Bitcoin miners were down, so you can see a red candle on Friday. And then today, right now, as of this moment, Marathon's down 2.15%, so it's down a little bit on the day. The board is pretty mixed, so that's not outside of the range of what all the other Bitcoin miners are doing today. So this doesn't seem to be having a big impact on Marathon as of this moment. So we'll see. We'll have to see how this develops further. Are they going to put out a press release, and if so, when? And at that time, is the market going to react to this, or is this all already priced in? Because basically everybody knew they needed to get this money to buy the rest of the machines they've already committed to. But I think it's important to get the news out there that there is a $750 million shelf offering from Marathon, and they said right in the shelf offering they're going to use the primary purpose of this offering is to use the proceeds to buy Bitcoin mining machines. So that's my quick update on Marathon. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.